On the Checker Pro radio show, I get this question a lot. It's about how to control the temperature in the home, how to be comfortable. And here in Texas, it's really hot, especially in the summertime. So most of us, if our house was built well, it has ventilation. I've asked Tom the Attic Fanatic from Austin Solar Attic Fans to join me to answer the question, what's the difference between passive and active ventilation? Hey, Tom.
Hey, so the difference between passive and active, so passive airflow is basically kind of think of it like a sailboat on a lake. You need airflow to make that boat move versus like active would be like a power boat. You got an engine and a propeller and we push it through the water. So that's the difference. So when we have passive, it would be like static vents, ridge vents up on the top of the roof. Basically, it's just letting the heat kind of escape, but it's not actually drawing the heat out. Active airflow is actually where it's controlled, where it come on, say 85 degrees is where the fans come on, and it's going to start actively pulling the air in through your soffit vents and then pulling the heat out of the attic space and reducing the attic temperature. So that's the difference. The calculations that we do is if you have an attic that's say under 15 feet tall, so it's like a chimney effect. The taller the attic, the more passive airflow will start to work. The lower the attic height, the harder it is for that air to escape. It doesn't create like a natural draw. So there's a lot of things. I'll just go real quick. A couple things that we look at when we look at a house. How high is the attic from the attic floor to the top of the roof? That's going to create the natural draw for passive airflow. Active airflow doesn't matter if it's only 2 feet tall. That's the beauty of active airflow. It always works. It's like a power boat. It always goes fast. A sailboat, it could go fast if we got enough wind, but if there's no wind, we're not going anywhere. Same thing with an attic. The other thing that we're going to look at is so we've got the height of the attic, but we're also going to look is if it is a ridge vent, is it slotted properly? Is there big enough openings basically to let the heat out of the attic space? So that's the second thing we look at. So we have to look at these different things. And if we have a ridge vent, how many feet of ridge vent do we have? So a rule of thumb, we need 3 feet of ridge vent for every 100 square feet of attic space. So if we have 1,000 square foot attic, we need 30 feet of running ridge vent. 2,000 square foot home, a decent sized home, we need 60 feet. 33,000 square feet home, we need 90 feet of running ridge vent. So what we find is most houses fail in one of these categories. Not enough attic height, not enough ridge vent on length. So we may have the height, but we don't have the length. We may have the length and the height, but then maybe the ridge isn't slotted properly. So in almost every case, there is an issue where we can make an argument. You know what? If we add some active airflow, think of it as a turbocharger for your attic. It's going to increase the air volume and lower those attic temperatures, and that's what's going to make your house more comfortable and more efficient.
Once again, Tom the Attic Fanatic from Austin Solar Attic Fans saves the day. It's very simple. All of Tom's information is located in the show notes. And the real key here, because I have one of these on my home that Tom installed himself.
Yeah.
The real key here is to get a solar attic fan and to get the correct size. And we'll talk about that on another program. Tom, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.